Look at Shannon Sharpface, man. Look at that cheese, man. He love trolling Skip, man. He gets Skip angry, man. Skip gets angry sometimes, and you gonna find out.
They had given up a total of 3 points against the Ravens in the championship game. Against who else they play? Oh, Seattle. Ooh, Seattle, the Legion of Boom. Atlanta Falcons, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The defense gave up 3 points. They gave up 12 yesterday, and that's what happened. I just want to know why Tom Brady had 2 cracks, couldn't bring it home, Skip. He had 2 cracks. 2 cracks, the greatest quarterback to ever play. The greatest athlete. He's more clutch than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Skip and Shannon last week did have a discussion about who was more clutch, Michael Jordan and Tom Brady. I did a video on that already. I already discussed why I picked Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan can influence both sides of the ball, and he did clutch plays defensive and offensively, all even in the same game, on the same sequence, in the same play, within the same play. And Tom Brady only can influence the game offensively. Yes, he's a great clutch quarterback, and within that sense, he is the greatest clutch quarterback of all times in football. But if you're trying to compare him and Michael Jordan as far as clutch is concerned, it's like apples and oranges, because, like I said, Michael Jordan, he can influence both sides of the ball. I just say Michael Jordan is just the most clutch athlete. He is 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals, and he had a lot of clutch moments within those 6 titles.
He is, and he was last night.
Hey, as Michelle and Jago and Cello say, if he wasn't last night. If that's your boy.
Tell me when you're finished.
I'm done. I'm finished with this part of the equation. I don't let you go because I love looking at your face right now.
So, I cannot tell you how many issues I have with everything you just said. I saw a very different game. I must have been on a different channel than you. I don't know. I saw this other game.
Yeah,
I'm about to explain the game I saw.
Yeah, because you listen to the
But
sound.
before I explain it, I want to do 2 things.
What?
I want to congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles. I hate the Eagles as a long-time, lifelong
Skip is funny, man. Hate is a strong word. It's like me with the Green Bay Packers. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. Green Bay, has been, tearing us up for years, and I don't hate Green Bay. I have a dislike, but a respectful dislike for Green Bay. The Eagles have been beating the Cowboys of late, and Skip does not like it. He says he hates the Philadelphia Eagles. He was the one that said the Eagles would implode and Dallas will come back this year in the division, but that never happened. Dallas went south while Eagles went north.
Cowboy fan. I hate them, but I congratulate them. And I want to congratulate America, most of America, on getting to see a wildly exciting and wildly entertaining game that Tom Brady did not win, because I'm sure most of America loved that last night, and you got to see, as Joy pointed out, an all-time record yards, not just for a playoff game or a Super Bowl, for any NFL.
I don't think people around the world hate Tom Brady or dislike Tom Brady. I just think like any other dynasty, when a team wins a lot, people naturally want to see someone else win. It has more to do with the Patriots as a whole. For 18 years, the Patriots has either went to the Super Bowl or the championship game or been in the playoffs. I think they missed the playoffs twice within that time. I think they missed the playoffs the year after they won the Super Bowl, their first Super Bowl versus St. Louis. And they missed the playoffs when Tom Brady had suffered a knee injury. And that was the only 2 times they missed the playoffs within that 18 years. People just, when you win a lot, it affects people's emotions one way, or negative or positive.
Game in the history of the league. The most combined yards.
98 years of playing football.
That's impossible. When I heard that late last night, I said, that cannot be. 1,151 combined yards. America feasted on all those yards along with their Super Bowl buffets. Could it get any better than that?
No.
And Tom Brady lost? It just can't be better than that. But now for my bottom line, my bottom of the barrel line.
Okay.
While I saw a Tom Brady who was at his all-time greatest last night, I saw a Brady who has never been better than he was last night, with not just a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Tom Brady did play in it and did put up some historic numbers in the Super Bowl. Like I said, for throwing over 500 yards, 3 receivers over 100 yards. That was historic performance by Tom Brady. Even though he lost, he did play very, very, very well.
record 505 yards passing. That's an all-time playoff record for all the playoff games ever played and all the Super Bowls ever played. 505 is at the #1 top of that list. And Tom Brady accomplished that without his deep threat receiver for the final 3 quarters. There was no Brandon Cooks. So no Edelman, no Martellus, no Brandon Cooks. And he still pulled off 505 passing yards. But meanwhile, his partner in crime, Bill Belichick, was at his all-time awfulest, all-time worst. Bill Belichick's defense left.
You see, this goes back to where Skip he just figured in his mind that Tom Brady deserves 75% of the credit. I give 50-50 because the coach Brady has a strategy. Bill Belichick does have great strategies and gets his team prepared mentally more than any other team in the league, and Tom Brady goes out there and implement the game plan. So look, both of these guys get 50-50. I know Skip is mad about the game yesterday, but he has to realize Bill Belichick have won and made some great calls in other Super Bowls. He the one put Malcolm Butler in the game. Malcolm Butler was a rookie. He put him in the game. He was not even a starter, and he ended up getting the game-winning interception to win the Super Bowl against Seattle.
Last night was an all-time embarrassment. If, in fact, Bill Belichick is what you've been trying to explain to me and tell me and convince me of, that he's an all-time genius of a coach, after we saw that 30 for 30 the other night on ESPN,
Whoa,
the 2 Bills, Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells, and you came away saying,
hey, that 30 for 30 was a great piece. That was one of the best 30 for 30s I've seen in a while with the 2 Bills, Bill Belichick and Coach Bill Parcells. Bill Belichick started his coaching tenure under Bill Parcells with the Giants. They won a couple Super Bowls there. And if you look at Bill Parcells' coaching tree, I believe he got Tom Coughlin on there, and he has Bill Belichick, and I believe he has Mike Holmgren on that coaching tree. I mean, you can correct me, but I think he got Mike Holmgren on that coaching tree also. So he has probably the best coaching tree and winning Super Bowl winning coaches in the league. Bill Parcells.
I'm in even more awe of his legacy.
Are
now.
you trying to tell me that's sort of Bill of Goods?
Yes, a Bill of
That's a good line by Shannon, a Bill of Goods.
Nick Foles last night, to quote you, was 12 of 18 combined on 3rd and 4th down against Bill Belichick's genius defense.
Night, man.
The Eagles had 538 yards against Bill Belichick's defense. And is this correct? I can't get this number in my head. Nick Foles' offense scored 41 points against Bill Belichick's defense. 41? Oh, what? Who would have thunk it? I still get, I woke up this morning, I said, I dreamed that. No, I didn't dream that. 41 points.
You mean tell me you went to sleep after that?
No, I
don't think
wanted to go to
you
sleep.
laid down, but you weren't asleep.
Bill Belichick did not hold up his end of the Brady-Belichick bargain last night. That's the bottom line. And I will bet you that somewhere right now, Tom Brady is still outraged at Bill Belichick and at the quote-unquote defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. But we know who coordinates and strategizes this defense is Bill Belichick.
Okay.
Brady has to be outraged against those two because Tom Brady scored more points in the Super Bowl last night than any Super Bowl loser has ever scored. He scored 33 points. Wouldn't you think that would be enough to win that game?
Yeah.
Give me just a little bit, a hint of defense. The only hint I got was they win. Of course, this is Bill Belichick, the genius. They win the toss and defer. He takes the ball out of Tom Brady's hands and puts it in Nick Foles' hands, and Foles goes right.
See, Skip is being disingenuous. Yes, the defense didn't play great last night, but like I said, their defense was kind of shaky all year. They did go through a stretch when they gave up the most yards, most points that any Bill Belichick team has gave up in the first 4 games. And then in the middle of the season, they started righting the ship. Like Bill Belichick, he made adjustments. And, Skip, you got to give him credit for making adjustments. And then he turned a broken defense into a bend but don't break defense. But, yeah, obviously they did break in this game. But that's the same coach that Bill Belichick that held the Atlanta Falcons to 3 points last year, and held the St. Louis Rams to 17 points in that Super Bowl, and held the Eagles and Carolina Panthers to less points in the second half, was able to have Brady manufacture some drives and kick field goals by Adam Vinatieri. That's the same coach, Skip. I mean, it didn't work out in this game, but that's the same coach that did that versus those other teams. You got to give Bill Belichick credit. Yes, it didn't happen yesterday, but you can't do it every time. Credit the Eagles.
Down the field, and the only play they really made in the whole game was they kept him out of the end zone. It was only 3 points, but you could see what was about to come. So, Tom Brady did in the fourth quarter what he has done 7 times in the Super Bowl in fourth quarters. He conducted a come-from-behind, go-ahead, potential game-winning drive. He's got 5 that stood up in Super Bowls.
Yes.
And he has 1 that didn't stand up against in the first Eli game because he got Tyree after he hit Randy Moss with 2:42 to go to put them out 14-10.
That's why I said Tom Brady cannot be the greatest clutch player over Michael Jordan, because like Skip just pointed out, Tom Brady seven other times had the game winning, no, not the game winning, but the game go ahead score, and sometimes he won, sometimes he lost. Like more times than not, he won, but he lost against the Giants twice, and he obviously lost his game. And like I said, Michael Jordan can be out there on defense, and he can make a defensive play, clutch play to win a game, as well as offense. That's why I say it's like apples and oranges. You can't compare the two, because Tom Brady will never be able to compare to Michael Jordan in that sense, because he only influenced one side of the ball. He has to look to his defense for help to help him finish the game off.
And last night, he did it again. He improbably, against all odds, brought them back to 33-32 Patriots. I was just dumbfounded. I was spellbound. I just sat back.
Like I said, man, it was a great Super Bowl. It was back and forth. The Eagles played very, very well. The Patriots played well. I mean, losing Brandon Cooks in the first quarter, Tom Brady does what a great quarterback does, an all-time great quarterback does. He was able to mentally get that out of his mind, and he went to Gronk a lot. Gronk made some big catches. Amendola made some big catches. That other guy, I forgot his name, he made big catches. So, it is what it is. It was the Eagles' time. Nick Foles matched. He was able to match Brady moment for moment and actually outduel Brady in this sense. When that trick play, like I said, it goes back to that trick play. Brady dropped his, and Nick Foles was able to score a touchdown on his, and that was the game. That was the difference in the game. But yeah, Skip is angry. Shannon Sharp is trolling him, even though Shannon Sharp picked the Patriots. I don't know how Shannon Sharp, I don't know how he gets to gloat in this situation. He just played both sides of the fence. But anyway, that's just what happened, man. Skip will get over it, but he's clearly angry. But next time, I'm out of here.